Happy holidays, everyone, and welcome back to The Tide, where news keeps on flowing. I'm your host, Ali. In this episode, we check in with students on how they think fall 2022 semester went and what is come next for them, whether it is expectations for next semester or possible career paths. Stay tuned for more on this episode with our reporter, Michaela, but for now, let's check in with Josh at Campus News.
Thanks, Ali. Half day, everyone. I'm Josh, and here's the latest campus news. To start things off, the annual Triton Awards program was recently hosted at the Calvo Fieldhouse. The University of Guam recognized its employees who demonstrated exemplary work and outstanding service in 2021. Some categories include Triton of the Year Award, Faculty of the Year, and COVID-19 Hero Award. Congratulations to all the awardees. In other news, the Tekken netting technique, a rhino beetle trap developed at UOG, won an Innovative Conservation Award for the Palm Tree Golf Course. The technique not only resulted in an effective capture rate, but is also affordable and easy to use. Lastly, UOG 4-H is set to host their youth camps during the holiday break. Children are welcome to join the many engaging learning opportunities about cooking, arts and crafts, as well as science. Registration is on a first-come, first-served basis. That's all for now. Let's check in with our reporter Michaela for this episode's feature.
After transitioning back to face-to-face classes, the University of Guam is now at the end of its fall 2022 semester. Dennis Gom, a returning student, talks about how the past semester went for him.
This past semester was great. There's this new professor. His name is Dr. John. He really provided a welcoming environment, and he just mentored me so much.
Thelma Rogers, who is experiencing face-to-face classes for the first time at UOG, also expresses how the fall semester was for her.
The fall semester of 2022 has been pretty much a roller coaster. I started coming to UOG during the pandemic, so everything was online and I wasn't really on campus. It was really funny when at the beginning it was hard to find parking, which was kind of new.
As an SGA officer, Thelma Rogers also talks about how the student government transitioned back to in-person events this semester as well.
A lot has changed coming back on campus for this semester. I feel like a lot of the student engagement and a lot of the activities are definitely more fun. I just see a lot of more faces that are happy to be on campus, and it's definitely more lively.
For some students, fall 2022 is their final semester. Graduating senior Mia Alvarez shares her thoughts on her last few months as a student in UOG.
I started at UOG in the fall of 2018, so I did about like a year and a half roughly in person, then the pandemic hit, and that shift was not easy. I think that's really an understatement.
Fellow graduating student Johnny Kang Park also shares how his last semester went and what's next in his career.
Career-wise, I would say I really do want to enter business.
As a university, UOG plays a big part in student success, whether they are graduating, returning, or ongoing students.
One thing about me that I'm open about is I have a disability, and the ADA and the disability department did help me to come back.
Coming back and at least face-to-face, the professors again have been really accommodating, understanding that this is difficult terrain for us. I think having that understanding of putting our mental and physical health first before our academics just made a big difference.
I'm always certain and always encouraged that UOG is always striving to do better in the Asia Pacific region. I know we're securing a lot of funding, a lot of scholarships with other universities, partnerships, and I think this is a very good thing.
Returning students also share what they hope to see when they return next semester.
I hope in the upcoming years and the next semesters that we see more support from the schools for their students. So the School of Education, the School of Health, they really focus on helping their students and more than just offering the classes that they have and more advising. I believe there are some students who wish they had more advice.
With parting thoughts, Mia Alvarez hopes that UOG continues to serve with the students' well-being in mind.
I really would love them to prioritize their students no matter what. The bureaucracy of being a school, and then you have to deal with like the federal stuff and the local government. There's a lot that gets lost, and really the heart of the school, from what I've just learned within the past year and a half, is its students. They're the ones who are coming in every day or for their courses. They're the ones who are pulling in the hours. They're the ones that really make up what the university is, right? You can have professors, you can have faculty, but what's it all for if there's no students? And so UOG's been doing really good so far on like having smaller events and trying to get things to come back in person. But if there's one thing I think the pandemic's really taught us, it's just to prioritize the student as a human being, not as a student or as a statistic or as a paycheck. And I would love for UOG to continue doing that moving forward because I think it just makes a big difference in how we see each other as well.
See you next semester, Tritons. Finally, let's head on over to Miss Soon for Question of the Week.
Half a day, everyone. This is Miss Choi from Question of the Week. In today's episode, we will ask the students, what's your plan for winter break?
My family and I are going to Florida, Alabama, and New York.
Going to Palau for a few days and then just coming back home and spending time with my family.
I'm just going to be staying on island, but I plan to keep reading.
Probably work. My plan is to also work, go to the Philippines.
My plan is pretty much to work, gotta pay for tuition next spring, so.
Wow, so many people are working in this winter break. Me too.
Thanks for tuning into the season's final episode of The Tide.
Make sure to check back next fall. We'll be having an entirely new season with a brand new cast and crew.
On behalf of the Fall 2022 Tide family, thanks for a great semester, everyone. I'm Allie.
And I'm Josh.
Bye.
Bye for now. Bye.